Hey guys, Puppy back in today. Coco in the basket all wound up, and I'm here today with another unboxing, something new from Intellivision Collector. It's not another Intellivision homebrew game per se, but it's a utility which will be very useful for anybody who's working with old consoles and wants to analyze if they're having problems. Intellivision Collector is becoming a very great source for things such as this. With recently FW Diagnostics, freewheeling diagnostics coming back, which helps you do analysis of controllers and ECS, IntelliVoice, peripherals in general. But now they also have right here a re-release boxed physical copy of the MTE-201 version 4.1B, the test cartridge, which is a very deep and analytical tool for the circuits, for the components in your motherboard, in your television system. Basically a combination of this tool right here along with the freewheel diagnostics is about the best thing you're going to get for a combination of items to analyze and diagnose any problems that are with your system. So yeah, I'm not a very technical person. I've not taken them apart, but I know there are a lot of people who are heavily into that, and this is a great tool that's now available. This is the latest version. There are several different versions of the MTE-201 diagnostic tool back in the day, but it was upgraded as time went on, and this is the latest and most advanced one that will actually do analysis on each and every different type of Intellivision console from back in the day. And that means the 2609, the 2, the Sears Super Video Arcade, the Sylvanias, the Tandys, this System 3, the Super Pro, all those systems. This software will work with it. So Intellivision Collector is very happy to bring it to you, not only as a tool, but as a collectible if need be. Fully boxed with all the manuals and stuff. Plus, of course, the manuals for something like this are also more detailed, I would say, than other things. So there's a lot of online references, which actually you still have to pay for back in the day. But Intellivision Collector has gotten these and gotten the distribution rights that when you purchase one of these, you'll get, well, you'll see it inside, but you're going to get access in the very near future to more in-depth catalogs, manuals that to help you diagnose and fix problems with your Intellivision. But anyway, without further ado, let's pop this baby open and see what comes with it, and then maybe I'll plug it in and see what it shows me on my Intellivision. Here we go.
If you haven't grown up by the age of 50, you don't have to.
Alright, so here it is, MTE-201 version 4.1B test cartridge, system testing and diagnostics for all variants of the master component. On the back, just some diagrams that tells you the different chips in there, what's working, what's not working. Man, pretty neat. And of course, we got the we have the barcode on the back to take you right to the website. Made in Canada. This is great. It's really a beautiful package. I love that box. Right on. And the testing concludes with a game of Night Stalker in order to validate that the console is working properly. So all that info is right on the back. Let's open it up and check it out. All right, I got my knife right at hand there today. We'll pop this open. Now this is going to be available like very, very soon, right along with Quarteto Brasileiro. I have a hard time pronouncing that, but of course I do, because I don't speak Portuguese. But anyway, I love opening these shrink wrap games. This is IC012, so it is considered an official release of Intellivision Collector. But again, like I said, it's not a game per se, except for the fact that after the diagnosis is done, you do play Night Stalker. So, all right, ready to pop this open. Here we go. What do we got inside? Oh, look at that. That is nice. Nice inside is Night Stalker, huh? Pull this out. There's the cartridge, Intellivision MTE-201 version 4.1B test cartridge, system testing and diagnostic in a clear Intellivision style shell, which is beautiful. And I also believe one little thing about this, there are LEDs on this cartridge. So even if your Intellivision isn't working, if it's getting the power to the cartridge slot, this will indicate that because the LEDs will light up. So that's pretty neat, really. We'll see that in action. I'll check it out. Let's pull out the manual right there. It's just a short manual, like I said, included with it. But there will be online access to other things. Let's take a look. Right there, it shows all the different ones on the front. There's the Super Pro, the System 3, the regular 2609, Sears, and Intellivision 2. So that is pretty cool. Again, my understanding, as it's been explained to me, is this is the only one that will actually do the analysis for the MTE-201s. The only one to do the analysis on every single system. So that's awesome. Let's flip open the manual and take a look. Again, I've not used this very much at all. There's some cartridge diagnosis, or sorry, some controller diagnosis, which the FW Diagnostics also does. That's true. And I've also been told that, again, the Freewheel Diagnostics does different things with peripherals that this doesn't necessarily do, but this gives you much more in-depth information. Okay, sound generator test, the stick test, STIC. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Luke would definitely be able to let you know. The last pattern of the test alternates between the letters FB and VIS. So it's a lot to actually figuring out the codes and learning about it. But and I'm going to show you more in the back here in a moment. But I'm going to put it in and take a look just to see what I can see. And again, as a novice. Now, the best part about this is that there are lots of people in the Intellivision homebrew community, Luke included, who are more than willing to discuss this with you. And if you need some advice and guidance on fixing or assessing and diagnosing problems with your Intellivision, you can get those things resolved. And here's the other thing I was going to show you right here on the back. See right there on the back is another barcode. It says scan the QR code for additional schematics and service manuals at IntellivisionCollector.com. What I have been told, Luke has told me, that this isn't up and running yet, but it's very close. Again, he has those manuals, those other schematics that I was telling you about earlier, and he's done some work. He's got some help from Mark Thompson and from Lathe. Okay, Lathe 26. Very knowledgeable about the inner workings of the system. They're putting some of these manuals, which are very technical, into more layman terms, and they will be posted and accessible by anybody who has this barcode right here is going to be able to check it right out on the site. So the actual product that you're picking up, the cartridge, it's not all here. Some of it's online. It gives you access to these other online resources, which you could use as part of your diagnostic process or repair process. So really pretty cool. On that note, why don't we just go and plug it in and see what it looks like in the system? Okay, here we go. All right, so here I am. I have my Intellivision 2609 hooked up. I'm going to show you this really quickly. Because I'm having a heck of a time with my AV to HDMI switches. I just turned this one on. It's working semi-okay, so I'm going to get this a little bit recorded while I can. So this first screen, it opens right up to 1 with the controller, so I'm going to test my controller. 1, you see the left. It's not reading anything here. Oh no, there's 6. 3. Oh, it's the discoloration just a little bit up at the top. It's faded out. But it's on, I'm using the left controller. It is showing on the right. Okay, you can just barely see where the yellow is turning to white in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I go down, it'll get better. 6, 7, 8, 9, clear, 0, and enter. Okay, and then the side buttons, the F's at the top, you can see that, the lower right and the lower left. So that looks good. Let's test the disc. I can scroll right around there. That looks pretty good. I can do the same thing with the other controller. Scroll it around. Check the buttons. I'm not going through a full check here today. Just going to do this little bit. And, of course, let's see. This is all tested just recently, so we'll go on to the next step, which I believe Luke told me to hit 1 and 7. And that brings me to a big, long list of different items that I can check. Most of it's automatic, and some of it's just visualizing and saying whether it's okay or not. I am not an expert on this, but of course that's what the manuals are going to be for. Not the manual with the book, but the manual that you're going to be able to download from the website from Intellivision Collector very soon. So let's hit number 1 first. I'm not getting number 1. Oh, I got to use the other controller. That's right. There we go. I have to use the same. I was using the wrong controller. And now it is testing. I'm going to get the book back out because, like I say, I've been a little frustrated here trying to get this to work. And it wasn't working for me, and it just all of a sudden did. So I'm not really ready to record, but the manual is right here. That was one of the individual CPU tests. Anyway, we'll just work our way down through. I did number 1, it passed. Number 2, you see these 0, 2. If it gets through it, it's fine. Number 3, the 8914 memory check. Again, no issues there. Number 4, the exec low. That looks good. 5, that passed. Now, this is one I was playing around with it earlier. One of my other systems had an issue with the GROM check. But this one went right through. All right. 7. GRAM, LSB low. Oh, it gives the little @ sign I saw at the bottom. It said that once, that means it's passed. If you see that. So I read that in the manual there. We'll go to, what one? 8? Did I do 8 yet? I gave you the asterisk sign. That's good. 9. Scratch LSB low. That will look good. We'll go 10. And we'll go 11 for the sound check. Are we getting the sound? Yeah, we get the sound. I got the sound a little loud. And we'll turn the sound down to there, but the sounds all sound just fine. I'm going to hit the clear button to say they're okay. It says in the manual it takes 12-15 seconds to run through them all. I think it's already ran through them once. Yep, so we're going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go with 12. And that is a visual check to look at all the different colors and such. And this looks really good too. So I am going to hit OK. Goes to this one. It goes to mode 2. I remember reading about that as well. That all looks good. Hitting clear. Clear OK. See those 2 words right there, FB and Viz. Clear OK. That looks great. So I am going to go on to the next stage. I think it's just hitting 1 and 9, or what do I get to the next one here? I just hit enter. Or maybe I can go back. I'll go back by hitting 0 to this and then hit 1 plus 9 to continue. It'll roll through some automated checks and take me right on to the end. Which is a lot of the ones that I already did specifically, but this is, again, all automated for you right here. All I got to do is hit clear, and it goes to the next one. And clear, and it goes to the next one. Clear, okay. See both those. That looks good. All parts okay. And it rolls right into Night Stalker. So if it wasn't okay, it would show you a schematic, like a graphic of the different chips, and give you the ones that it suspects there's something wrong with. But this is what it rolls into, a game of Night Stalker, when you finally finish all the tests and everything comes up okay, just like it did in this one. So I'm not going to play a whole game of Night Stalker. But man, this is a great game, and this test actually went a lot better than I expected. So that's beautiful. Not that I expect anything to be wrong with the system, but I'm just having so much trouble with the graphics, with the my AV switch, my audio-visual switch is not coming through clearly, but it came through great for this one. Anyway, let's get back over to the other screen. We'll get out of here, and where am I going? I'm going to go right over to this one. There. Okay, so that's it. Here's the game. Here's the utility, the diagnostic tool, the MTE-201 V4.1B. Now that these videos are out, these will be available for sale very shortly, within the next few hours, probably, at the very least within the next day or two. Available for sale on Intellivisioncollector.com, so check it out. There won't be digital versions of this one out, There'll be digital versions of Quarteto Brasileiro, but not this one. This one is a physical item only. I didn't even take a shot. I'll take a shot earlier or later on, and I'll add it in right here to show that there's even LEDs. I think I mentioned it earlier. LEDs. I'll show those LEDs working as well in my system to show my system is getting that 5-volt power out through the cartridge slot. All right, if you can see right here, it's got the LEDs in it, so you know there's power coming to it. It's working quite well right now anyway, but I'll just turn it off. You'll see what I mean. There, it's off. And that's if you have a dead system that you can't get any signal from whatsoever. If you put this cartridge in it and you turned it on, bang, and you got your 2 LEDs, you know there's power going to the system. So that in and of itself is a diagnostic tool without even having to be able to see the screen. So it's useful in that regards as well. Excellent. But anyway, always something new and great for the community from IntellivisionCollector.com. So thank you very much for spending some time with me in the video today. Sorry for the technical problems that I was having getting this out. But hey, we just work away at it and eventually we get her done. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. You take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer.
Hi, I'm Luke from Intellivision Collector. You're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.
What the hell?